And we're back. We took a bit of a break. I would like to say that it's because, you know, we were filming so many episodes so that we could make sure... I'm really worried that I'm going to be set on fire, by the way. I would like to say that it's because we were filming so many episodes that it took up all of our time so we could post them all at once. The worst idea of all time. Stop it. So what have you guys been up to? At any rate, we're back. And we took a bit of a break for a bit of a time. Again, I would like to say that we were busy filming and finding foods and all those things. We did find a lot of foods, but we were holding out for one in particular that didn't quite work out. So we're going to sit on that one. It's probably going to be like episode 100 or maybe 75 or something, because it is very special. But we found something pretty tasty, presumably. Preserved plum from KSC, which I don't know, I mean, Hong Kong, from Hong Kong. Apparently it's just plums, salt, and water. This is especially interesting for me because I've never had a plum, let alone a preserved plum. When I was a kid, I was a finicky eater, and for some reason plums were gross to me, and I've just never gotten around to doing it. And that doesn't constitute a full episode for me, so we're just going to do preserved plums instead. Mal picked these up, and they are very strange colored. They look like little eggs, little terrifying eggs in the jar. I'm interested to see what their texture is going to be like. Plums have a stone in the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't bite down really, really, really hard. There's 58% of your daily sodium recommended value in this. Not quite as bad as the 100-year-old egg, but I'll be pretty much set for the day after 1 tablespoon of preserved plums. I don't know what these are used for. Presumably it's not just for eating, but that's what we're going to do with them. So let's pop the top on this bitch. Oh good, we didn't have one of those awkward 5 minutes of me opening a jar thing. It smells quite nice. It's not like salty or anything like that. It smells a great deal like a fruit roll-up, or like a fruit by the foot, any pectin-based sheet of food. Ooh, they're very squidgy. I expected them to be a lot firmer, but they're a bit like an old grape texture. I don't know how big these things started out as. I can't imagine there's too much shrinkage involved in pickling a plum, but...
those would have to be pretty young plums.
Yeah. The Young Plums sounds like a really bad indie band. But yeah, they're very soft. The skin is very thin. It feels a lot like either an old grape or a dead man's testicle. I can't really... It's a very unpleasant feel. Oh, and it just juiced on my hand. It kind of can spurt a little. So here we go. Preserved plums. We're gonna take a bite. Ah, it's like there's little veins in it. I don't know why they would have that. They don't taste anything like they smell. They're so salty. Oh! That's literally the saltiest thing I've ever tasted. Oh my god. Okay. You would think the skin would be the salty part, but after you get past the skin, which is very salty, the flesh has a little tang that makes you think, oh, this is going to be fruity, and then salt. Nothing but salt. Oh my god. Preservation is a tool that we use to keep our food for longer so that we can enjoy it later on. No one will ever enjoy one of these, ever. If it was a question between starving to death and eating a jar full of preserved plums, I would probably starve to death. Oh my god.
Is there a pit?
Oh yes. It's so salty. That is not a good thing. That is a very unpleasant, awful thing. It really does smell like a fruit roll-up. I'm getting teary-eyed. My lips are starting to crack already. Oh, God. It tastes like... It tastes like you're eating the ocean. Like if you just took all the ocean and took a bite out of it. It's so salty. There's nothing else going on. And in true spirit of the show, I'm going to have to try a sip of this here brine, which is just salt and water. That's even worse. Oh, God. So, preserved plum, again, presumably this has some kind of application. You know, you use it in a food. Oh, it really just turds out right there. I cannot imagine what you would cook with this. This is so awful. So, you know, preserved plum. God. Why?